Mwako about ancestral TV, a frame Kofi or Chame, frame or Chame Kofi. It didn't grow an interest in a page at Nina Yedma. Me pacho, beti ha, and yaman kwana me wahadne. Mia minipa, Kwaku Duah, Nana, Kwaku Duah. We cry him for Dean. Na minim so Dachin David there. So why him could be better than I said there. We are looking at the destiny of Ghana today in the spiritual, not the physical. Physical, political analysts, analysis, no, actually, moment who will win in the next election, but you run other things are happening, and it's not just say you the calculations of spiritual things, including numerology, astrology, and analogy, all at play. That's what we are discussing today, up to the time I will be here. Kwaku, Akwaba.
Yeah, Eja.
Nani what to say?
Nyamiado ukrayimu.
Yada nyamiasi. The destiny of Ghana.
Sure.
Then I walk.
Yes. You see, Yedikan made that what you for us in was say Mami Akwanyano. In fact, coming here has been an unending joy because any person near Koso. Because this platform, they be a cano, a boapa, intimidance, say, Ma Akwanya sana, wama any piece in In fact, Yaba Timamu very imperative that we know about our nation. Na amana we are said also. Ubia so on isibre. Na mihune se ewa disuamu no. Ene ye ben rade kakra. Na ye ben nature kakra. Ewa ya disuamu ni abehu se mititru. So Ghana is standing at a pivotal point, even in the destiny of the world. And in Africa itself, we know it already. In fact, say, obi tu kwan kra no otna plane mu na yebusa na say wo free he no ka Ghana, the person changes the atmosphere. But the issue is adentina on my way agidi pa na emomeba niam bia hu hia de a ye ba from. And it was imperative for me to delve deeper into my concept, gather all the elements that I know to find out what actually may be the problem. And upon doing that, I have been graced specially to know. You see, it is like a portal. If you are not given access, you will try. Overabundance of zeal has nothing to offer when it comes to mysteries. It is not overabundance of zeal. I think it is about elections of grace. Elections of grace. Say Yama Wakwanyano. And I believe say Yama Wakwanyano. Na ya bi mani wasane ma na ho a. Me pese ye hwe. Ghana ye nhyebre. Ehemfa na egina wo hunhum. Ehemfa na egina e wo honam mu. Eno yen yadifo no sori no mo hyenkom a. Omo kan sembibri fa nipa baako mienu bi ho ne ade, but enkosi da ben na ye beka ye man no ede ne Ghana no your man ben no ehemfa na egina. I think it is very important because me say edu ba bia wo come social media handler meka me shem community. We also prophesy after the order of revelation. As long as you can see, but I think it's a but man do not mind it. As on come show mining, a different share come mining. And the dear pan ekoso. And I know say na when fuel it really triggered reactions in my heart. And with every molecule of emotional intensity, I had to delve deeper. And so mahu niam bia me pese ye di hon komo about okay.
And one yes you pese it.
Yes. Ne di kan no ye oman Ghana no. Ehefani free. Now, can we trace our origin? Can we trace our ancestry? Because you free baby na baby do baby colonialism no ede call ya could do military coup ede bad ya baby see being a republic and all of that. Efiri hefa na eba. Now, Ghana. You share edin Ghana no a. From what I was revealed to, any niyama misua yen mi hu ye no. Okay, so for me, ade ye peculiar with me ne say, me kan nsɛm mfa obi ho kɛkɛ, especially about manaman ne ade no a, any some key and sensitive aspect. I believe in what we call Bible prophecy. Now, when we read the book of Revelation, Revelation says that the Bible is the book of prophecy. And so everything that you can ever think and imagine is encapsulated somewhere within the pages of the Bible book. And so yetimi hwe Bible di mu ehunu ba bia bibia hye. And so Ghana no ade edi kan yesi ehunu say Ghana no the most authoritative book ever written in the universe of mankind and in all the planetary systems. The most authoritative book and the most famous book we all know is the Bible. And guess what? Ghana is right there in the Bible. But until you understand the codes, you cannot. It you know Ghana no e wo nyame asem e wo Bible ni mu. Right? E wo Bible ni mu. Na e wo Bible ni mu pi. Na emom ni yakata so. Eja de bi ameka so for na ya na kan Bible no na o mo church Bible na se no mo ka kan sem bifa Bible no ho no. In fact, wohwe Bible ni yie pa enya no na nkofo di preach asoro dem. Bible ni could enya nkwada it is not for babes. It is not for children. The Bible is code. And everything in the Bible has a meaning. It is a code. And so we'll be looking at the numbers as it has to do with our nation, Ghana. And then the interpretation of those numbers. And then we move on like that. After which we will go into other aspects of these numbers as whether it will incur curses, it will incur blessing, because these numbers has given us its shadow. And it is so important that we talk about them now in this month of December, because after this month, it is not even needed for me to even talk about it, because everything I'm going to talk about it this month is happening in 2026, and it is coming live, and everybody should watch. It will be very amazing. Yes.
In the 12 months.
Oh, well, yes.
2026.
Yes. 2026. Everything I am mentioning here is coming. Now, we have been hearing about men of God giving prophecies about the years ahead. My own is prophecies, fine, you can call it anything. But this one is biblical. It is not anybody talking to me. This is God leading me through the pages of the book. And I'm extracting this wisdom from it.
Let's experience it.
Good. Now, Ghana. Yes, spell Ghana, no? Ghana. Now, when you look at the Hebrew construct, you know, Bible, near John was Hebrew kasem. Now, the kind is me send with documents be about Hebrew alphabets, no. Now, the document now, yeah, more the 200 more be hunu.
Yeah, definitely we're going to project it.
Okay. We share chart number the ma one for the Hebrew, no. Yeah, we Paleolithic Hebrew. Paleolithic Hebrew, no, the ancient Hebrew as Moses used. So the Hebrew that Moses used is the Paleolithic Hebrew. That
or spoke.
Okay, so spoke and even what you wrote.
Okay.
In those times, no, the Hebrew of today. No Paleolithic. No, symbols na no mo de tro. And no na oma transliterate into now. Now the Hebrew that they use.
Okano man who has my drama.
Exactly. Okano man who has my and no okay picture na. It's no ancient Hebrew in the Paleolithic. It's like the Hebrew language is like China, the Chinese language.
Mandarin.
Yes, they write from right to left. All other languages possibly will be written from left to right.
Except for Arabic too.
Exactly, left to right. Now, sanka sanenkwa de trophy nifa na de akobinkum. And the money is so unique because if you understand the right hand and the left hand, you will know what it means to write from the left to the right. It is not really advisable to write from, those who are into spirituality will tell you, and they will even admit what I'm saying, that when I am writing from left to right, and you are writing from right to left, there are differences. And per intensity and frequency, one is powerful than the other. Hebrew language was written from right to left. Now, when we get the Hebrew, the Paleolithic, Every Hebrew alphabet is not like any other language. Every Hebrew alphabet has a picture. After the picture, it has a number. After the number, it has a meaning. But when you take something like the English, A means A has no number. Unless probably you are trying to have your own meander your ways through to say that the A is 1, but it's not true. A is A.
If you use that and then you get to 26 and you exhaust the alphabets, what are the other numbers for? So it doesn't match.
Yes.
I'm just
saying, exactly. It doesn't. But then the Hebrew, every alphabet has a number and it has a picture. So in those days, if you have to read it, you don't even look at anything per the number, and also sometimes per the picture.
And the alphabet equals the numbers.
Alphabet equals the numbers.
Okay.
And so when you look at the picture will give you a nugget of what it's talking about. Now, for instance, why are Christians saying, I am digressing a little so that I'll be able to substantiate what I'm about to do? For instance, Christians believe that Jesus is God and God is Jesus. They call him Yahweh. Can I go to the board?
Yeah.
Good. Now, when you look at Yahweh, like we always have been saying, the Yahweh is Yud, and then He, and then Vav, and then He. This is Yahweh. Why are Christians saying Jesus is God? In the Paleolithic, it was not written like this. Paleolithic was written with pictures. And the pictures you could clearly see. Now, the picture of this was a hand. The picture of the head was a window or a door. A window. And every picture has a meaning. The valve was, guess what? Amazing. You get it. It was a nail. The head, it has repeated itself, and it was a window. So when the Paleolithic Hebrew is talking about Yahweh, today's people and spiritualists, someone who are into those the so-called illumination will just look at this and then they will get confused because what is Yahweh? Then they will try to put certain things in place and say, Yahweh means Jehovah and all of that. Because Yahweh now you can't Jehovah win him. Omode Adonai ebe fra Yahweh and ebe dani Yahuwah. Omufa the vows of the Adonai. I don't be Yahweh. They are not going even there. But to hear picture now, what is the picture of the hand? Hand means, so let's write. The meaning means what? Hand. Then this one, window. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is to open your window and see what is coming. So it means behold. It means behold. Now this one is a nail. It means to hook. Something like that. And this one means behold. Or let's say the same thing here. So it will be the behold. Because of time, because we have a lot of things. It's over Yahweh Noah. Yahweh didn't say, my hand is what you must see. It is hooked. You must see. Now, every believer and a Christian will not even think twice to understand what the Paleolithic Hebrew has to do with the Yahweh of today. So who is this Yahweh? Whatever this Yahweh is the one whose hand is being shown to you. There is a nail in the hand that you must see. And who is that?
Jesus.
It is Jesus. It's Yahweh. Now, the Paleolithic Hebrew of Moses in his time was everything to do with Jesus. So if you don't understand this Paleolithic, this one you are doing is fake. Because this one is just few years ago, and I'm the way to buy. The original Hebrew is this one, with this one.
And even back in the day, the scribes were even afraid to actually even write this. The
beautiful
letter, yeah,
beautiful.
They would just give it other representations because they wouldn't even mention Yahweh because it's too powerful.
Beautiful,
yeah,
beautiful. Now, okay, the numbers no so. This one, the yod is 10. Numbers no. Some can say be on the picture, and you have picture no, and you have meaning no, and you have numbers, and a hey no, 5. Vav no, 6. And away no, also 5. Say hey no.
Okay.
5. The number no, it's also 5.
Okay.
Yes. It will come in Abome saying 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. The number of government. So everything about the world, the governmental system of the world is captured within the personality of this Yahweh, who in the pictorials is demonstrated as the one whose hand has been pierced for us to see. If it's not Jesus, then who is that?
And he is the creator.
And he is the creator.
So he watches over his creation.
Exactly.
According to his purpose
Exactly.
and his governor.
Exactly. And surprisingly, when Jesus resurrected, he said, look at my hand. The same thing. So he was trying to tell him that in the Paleolithic, look at me as Yahweh. Look at my hand. It is pierced. You can see the nails. And that is exactly what we're looking at.
So now you are debunking the old age argument about Jesus not being Yahweh. And you are emphatically stating that God is Jesus.
God is Jesus.
And Jesus is God.
Jesus is God. And whatever this Yahweh is still the Jesus we're talking about, because he is the God. And in the Paleolithic Hebrew, you are singing this.
So Jesus is the full physical manifestation of the Spirit God.
The Spirit God. One say, ade baako eye nwanwa ade no ho ne say, ye Nyankopon na ye som no no. Ebi mo feel say Nyankopon no ye so unique to the extent say he is estranged from his creation. Yes, I don't know nyame. And I'm saying this authoritatively. Any God who has not been in his own creation cannot be a creator. Because you can only create what you are. You can only create what you are. It is your essence that you invest into your creation. It is also a bonipa na nipa that they are. I'm begging you cannot be God. The reason being that Nioye Kano, don't forget that Nioye Kano had the concept of the car in the mind, and the mind is who you are. It won't and the mind is part of you. So if you are God and you cannot be in your creation and your creation is not in you,
then you are not God.
You are not God. So you see, yes, how can God become a man? Why shouldn't God be a man? Because he created us
in his image.
Beautiful. So that is the idea. Now I was digressing. So as important as it is, let's go back to our mystery. Let's decode right now. It's no near about my Ghana no. Ghana no so. Every alphabet biano, jadi can establish say e won the picture, e won the image, e won the meaning, and there's also one number. Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, He, Vav, Zion, Hek, Tet, and Yud. Kaf, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samek, Ayin, Pe, and Fe, Chadi, Kuf, Rek, Shin, and Taf. 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet. So we are going to look at which of them will spell Ghana. Then after which we will delve into scripture and see whether Ghana is in the Bible or not. And where Ghana is in the Bible. What Ghana stands for in the Bible. And it is going to shock you. Yes.
And how about you? Well, when you're ready, I mean, I'm ready.
Yes. And if we get there, then you realize that there is no nation as powerful than Ghana in the universe. And Israel will even be happy to submit. No wonder we are also from there.
Now I was going to correct that, but you did. So let's
exactly. Good.
Israel is a nation.
Yes.
It's not particular people.
Yes.
So
exactly. Now Ghana. We'll be on internet and check the spellings of Ghana in the Hebrew. Ghana is the Hebrew word. This one is called Gamel.
Gamel.
Yes. Gamel.
It's a camel.
Yes. We will get there. It's in the picture. The picture of this one is the animal called the camel.
Sharp.
Yes. And we will look at the meaning. Now, Gimel and then Ghana, Aleph. Aleph, Ghana. Then we go to the Hebrew letter Nan. And then another one, the last one is the H, which is the Hey. Now, if you look at this, 4 letters, and a spell Ghana in the Hebrew, not 5. That is why when you look into our archives, Ghana was Gana. It was later that they added the H.
The fallen empire.
The fallen empire.
Some guy.
Yes. Yeah. Wagadugu Ebreso. Now this one, the picture is a calf. A boy friend a calf. They say a quo. No wabebeng. A calf. This one, acquire say fish, and I say a little spot of the sperm of a man. It no I know what to say seed. Bit say aboa suehu. And a hey no, we all know say it is window.
The word there in Finfini, I can say Kakrebi and Kabi before.
Okay.
We see why.
Yes. It no sir adewe. What Ghana before I say Bekun Sadewe. Yen picture no of Ghana in the Hebrew. And I'm telling you, if you look at the picture and you have nothing to say about Ghana's history, then you are not a Ghanaian. Now, let's go into it. This camel is a camel. And we know that in the history of the world, one animal that was used for slave trade, when you go to prehistoric Arabia, now omo merchandise, omo come to desert so there, opa boy didn't yen kwasi the duma pa ba kwa. Afunu ponkwane camel.
Yeah, the buy crowd.
Yes.
When we were leaving the Middle East to this part.
Oh, yeah, this have one be buy.
Go to, it's still there. Go to Mnohaf.
Beautiful.
Go to Sunyane, they are camel.
I didn't research on that.
Because of the savannah nature.
I didn't research on that.
Please do.
And that's beautiful.
Because that was the settlement from the start. Before everybody spread out.
Whoa. So it means this one is part of us. We
brought camels.
Oh, I see. You are triggering a whole lot of things. Now, it's a camel. Now, sa camel no ena na yede ni tu kwan won kwa sumu ni ade. It's a boy we no. Ne die gina ho man journey. Ana boy say sasu nyan kwasi adwuma pa enti no wutimi nka boy wan asem a on fa slave trade emma slave
adwuma.
Yes, adwuma a wo ye no no. Na sa boy no sa na ote camel. Afa me yemra ha. Aha no se oba ha no a eye aleph no. Hebrew alphabet we na di kan aleph no as it nyina ne say God.
The beginning.
Or your calf, yes, or the beginning. Any friend aleph taf. Na Greek na kano alpha omega. It's no God no.
So the alpha is actually Greek.
Greek.
The Hebrew is Aleph.
Aleph. It's no what way no so. It's also why God need to know. Way the meaning back so a leader. The chart is there for people to see. Leader. Now, who we are know about where you seed. You can see that it means the continuation, generation, sperm, descendants.
Yeah.
So here will be descendants, or we will say generation. Generation. I'm writing very, very fast because of where we are reaching. It will feel one man about hey no. Hey no means now okay they are. In those days, say Oko prison, and then you are released from prison, and they open the prison gates, and you see someone you know who you've not seen for too long. What will you do? There is this kind of happiness when the gates are open.
Someone
there is freedom
not seen for very long
time. Okay. There is freedom. It is here, you know, and the thing is, you cannot in the Hebrew you cannot say hey without bringing out your breath in you. It means you have suffered for long, and now you are bringing the breath in you out. Hey, again, the hey, you know, is also to crave somebody's indulgence. To summon senses and invite intellect. Somebody is passing. You say, hey, you are trying to draw the person's attention, refocus signals on you. So it means you are now free. Something should look at you. You are free. You are now expressing your freedom by gasping out. So this one, go and check the way I'm descending and freedom. If you put all this together, I want this one to be an interactive session. Now put the meanings together and form a sentence, whether it will not reflect what Ghana is.
So the journey.
So out of slavery and unending journeys, out of so out of slavery and then unending journeys, the blessed God provided a leader who helped our descendants to gain freedom. And guess what? This way, none so gina homa first seed. First seed. Sa nan no, ignoma first seed, no, where sperm or on the kind, where first child, first descendant. Now let's go back to it again. From this slavery and an unending journey, the blessed God provided a leader, and that leader will be nobody else than Kwame Nkrumah. And this leader helped us to become the first in the sub-Saharan African
to see freedom.
Or my freedom of Africa first.
Ghana.
Ghana, we are the seed. And God chose one leader, and that leader gave us freedom because we were into slavery, colonialism. This is the destiny of Ghana. Beautiful.
Then Kwame Nkrumah freedom number na enso yebre.
That is where we will now switch into the numbers and Ghana's political case. Kwame Nkrumah, everything about Kwame Nkrumah was subverted, was cancelled and abrogated by virtue of numbers. Numbers that he couldn't control. A certain number chased Kwame Nkrumah out of life.
So if God is the one that gave us the leader, he didn't give the leader a finish?
He didn't.
Allowed interjections,
God,
interruptions.
you see, God is so unique that when he creates you, he imparts you. That level of being breastfeeded. When you think God is the one to create you, invest, inculcate into you power, and you think he will now breastfeed you and spoon feed you, God is not like that. He's a father. Fathers don't breastfeed when you grow. It is a high time that we begin to take control of who we are in this God who created us.
I put good and evil before you. I beseech you.
Exactly. It's no Nyankopon na ma ya na nke Nyankopon na ba be navigate every step of him, because to me be Kwame Nkrumah here ni nyansa bi ohia bi wode ama no. But Kwame Nkrumah had no issue. The issue was that there was a number that fought him. He was not smart to look at that number. That's why in life
God didn't provide that.
I think God provides everything. But sometimes we inundate our minds with so many things and we lose track on the targets of God.
You see, this is where I get to begin to have issues. God is all-knowing. If God is with you, there's no failure. So God has given you, chosen you.
Beautiful.
He's giving you everything it takes for you to succeed.
Beautiful.
So when you veer off,
yes,
and you are prayerful, is it not supposed to bring you back in?
Yes. Now,
so why would God watch for your destruction?
God watching for your distraction. Hade, say Nyankopon ya ye kan ho asem yi. Say na me kan no. Yen ye dwen say he has given us everything. But one way here, when nipa na ye kan ho asem no, on say what can say, if you pray, what if he didn't pray? What if?
Oh, Kwame Nkrumah was prayerful.
Yes, so he went to a seminary. Yes,
God is forever.
Yes, or join is very cry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you see, one thing about God, God is so big and multifaceted. Sometimes, one man of God be Benson Dahosa of blessed memory. If you go into the archives, you realize that Benson Dahosa was actually taken away by God. Because sometimes when you maximize impact to a level, you can be worshipped by men. And one thing God cannot
stand
is to share his glory with him. There should be a difference between God and man. Sometimes he will let us fall short for us to recognize within us that we are humans. That is one wisdom left to God to explain.
That is what Obini was trying to tell Ghanaians, and you people never listened to him. He said, I had to do that because at the point I felt like I was God, and I had to remind myself that I'm human.
Exactly. And God is in the business of limiting you when you get to that point, especially when he loves you. I cannot approximate intelligently what happened in Kwame Nkrumah's case. But you see, when you put it from one, I am not time because any panel or any part Kwame Nkrumah could have succumbed to a lot of elemental calamities, which we might not know. Sometimes when we're questioning God about his intelligence and his acts, we should sometimes be a bit careful, because when you're careful, it be a problem in free
problem in free.
Yes.
Anyway, what can say? Imagine it called David, I called Solomon.
Yep.
God was with them, but then they made the mistakes, and nobody could stop it.
Exactly. Yes. And it is true.
Abraham.
Yes. It Obi say Samson. Samson say we be say Samson say Nyankopon kra na hwe ye because Nyankopon dey think do baby a wanji obi ni ade. Adam story say be when nkofo kasa no more can the story of Anunnakis. The day I will strike, I will break them into fragmented pieces. You cannot go to a world forum of debate and mention Anunnakis. You are joking. You can't someone say Anunnakis. Where can you prove it from? Who wrote it? Bring a proof of Anunnakis. And look at the stories.
What about the fragments of the document?
Exactly.
Which is displayed in history centers, archives.
And the same way they are discrediting the Bible, the same act that discredits the Bible can discredit the Anunnakis. It doesn't make sense. I will call word forum no more debate about religion. If you have not gotten anybody who is brilliant,
the epic of Gilgamesh, there are physical evidence, fragments of the document.
Fragments and the documents. So if you like, one of these days we will look at it. Yes.
What about the obelisk stone, which is also found in museums?
Now you see, the problem is not about being found, because scientists do not manufacture. Otabel said they discover that thing is covered. You just put the cover up.
But it actually also means that it existed.
It existed,
or it exists
now
that you found it.
The thing is, are we living in this world alone? What is your guarantee that whoever wrote that thing actually saw what was about to come? Because some people travel into the future. How about that?
Okay, soul travelers.
Soul travelers. So what is your guarantee that whoever wrote the epic of Gilgamesh before the coming of the Bible did not see by soul traveling the coming of the Bible? We are being deceived a lot. And one of these we'll go into that. How soul traveling caused that thing. And a lot of issues. We don't even let us go there.
So a soul went into the future or went into the past to bring back certain information.
My question is, how did the serpent get to know that God has injected into the apple or whatever fruit it was, that it would open the eyes? When God was doing it, there was no Satan. Satan wasn't there. The serpent wasn't there. So how was the serpent able to know? It was called the most cunning. The most cunning means the most envisioned. It could see into the future. So if the serpent comes to tell you that eat and you eat, you are making a mistake, because that serpent is not telling you out of knowledge. It is telling you out of projection into the future.
But you see, when you take the story from the angle of the Anunnakis, you also realize that even that purported story doesn't hold.
Okay. The story of
the story of Genesis.
The Genesis.
Yes, it has a lot of portals. If you just suppose that, so the total your friend say Anunnaki story.
Yes.
Anunnakis goes back to the creation, the digging of the rivers, the Pishon, the Euphrates.
Yes.
Everything is there.
Beautiful.
The creation of the world from the bare land.
So I am pleading. Let's sit on this. So I will answer all these things.
Okay, let's continue on the destiny of Ghana.
Okay, so now when we look at the actually camel ne aboa ye de ne konkwasum ye de ne tukwan e won kwasum mu. It is our camel no gina homa ye nananom a ye de omu tu kwan won kwasum a okra confirm ye say ye bakra no camel so ne ye tena de bai.
Ye de bebre bai.
Na emunu a ye bai ya colonialism sha say e suppressing even wo yen ya man mu no. Nyankopon a oye camel oye alifi oyi leader bia ye gina ye nim so no ne Kwame Nkrumah. As Kwame Nkrumah na boa yen a ye be ye the first to gain freedom.
The first of his kind.
First of his kind. Now, so by the interpretation, this is the mystery of Ghana. And it is telling us, it is a summary of our history. Now, let's go into the numbers. And we are talking about numbers today. Aleph, Beit, Gimel. Gimel is 3.
3. Plus
Aleph is 1. Nun is 50. Hey is 5.
Why is the Nun 50?
Nun no say okay Hebrew alphabet now. Okay Aleph, Beit, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin. So Aleph, Beit, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Het, Tet, and Yod. Yod no 10. If Yod na the next 10 that when you know, and no double no emani 20. 30, 40. It will do 100. Yes.
Don't worry, we will project it.
You project it for them to see. It would do 50 now. No, I call the next number. No, so ever double that number. No, I'm not quite until I could do 100. Then from 100, no, we go 200, 300, and 400.
Okay.
Yes. So a 50. They should project it for us to know. Now, it was what can you know about saying?
5 plus 50 is 55.
55.
Plus, that's 56.
56.
Plus 3, which is 59.
59. By the way, this 59, some number system we are media to Jano. And no Hebrew mun friend gematria. Hebrew gematria. Check it out. Hebrew gematria no say no. Right now over social media and for be Chaldean numerology.
That's correct.
I'm not going for I did 2 months. So be a sort of Chaldean also advanced power. But one consistent to Bible no ankasa the gematria. Gematria calculation is terrible. And it shows a lot because Ghana and yen root every Israel. It is your calculation be about your money anymore. Near boy pa the gematria. That is the number 59. Now 59 wahum. Once you free 59 ya, now cost 60. Let's say you are about to enter a different cycle. And then we will look at that one too. Yeah, 59 no. Gematria no so no you calculate ya could see one number. And the 59 no over plus 5 plus 9 eh 14. 14 1 plus 4 eh 5. Eti Ghana your destiny number eh 5.
And the destiny number 5, what does it entail?
Good. The number 5 has to do with completion. Completion. Now, it's say you ever talk about the curse, the number that curses us a lot. And also what you ever can answer. So number you cannot afford to make mistake. Any mistake you make, you are going to pay double for it. It's my Ghana no baby minor do yet your minor see.
What's the number system when your friends say?
The number system gematria. Hebrew gematria. Yes, Gematria. Gematria.
So there's the Chaldean, there's the Pythagoras, and then
we have the gematria.
This is the first.
Yes. Okay, gematria calculation. Yes. It's no gematria now. It gives us the number 5. And the number 5 is what we know about. And you do numbers no na metnas na fe ye kan sam na. Afei na ye ba be hunu ni nyina ekire. Now, yeah, the person now, you who sa number we are who Ghana, your numbers no, and then your picture no, anyhow it reflects our history. Then we will look at the number 59 and how and why the number 59 is our number. Yes, 59. 59. That is 5 plus 9, and then it will give you 14. 1 plus 4, it will give you 5. And so we share your gematria calculation now. 59 no, you try 50 plus 9. And then you separate them, you have 50 separate, you have 9 separate, and then you have this same thing, 5. And on the numbers is 5, 9, and 5. Which is the 59. Now you take the 50 out of the 59. That number 50 it is one of the most potent numbers ruling, and its shadow has fallen on Ghana on so many different occasions. When you go into the Jewish custom and antiquities, you realize that there is something they call the 50th year. They call it the year of Jubilee. That year of Jubilee, no, ade say Jubilee year biano. Year, guess what? Enkwa ye jaw so munko fi freedom. And so Ghana ye shabra ba akone say no matter who you are as a Ghanaian. And you see, I am giving a Bible prophecy, and that is how I work. So once I am talking about it, be reflecting even in your own life, because we are Ghana, it is how much Ghana mumu. Ghana ni be a some number we 50 no, the number of Jubilee. Jubilee means freedom. When you are embittered in slavery to a certain point, no matter what, you will come out. Look at the Ashantis. Ashantis had a certain king called Prempeh. Is it Prempeh the first or second?
The first.
When he was abducted and taken to Seychelles, what happened? At the end of the day, Prempeh was brought back to Ghana. On a normal circumstance, he was not supposed to come back, but he came back. That moja ne woye ngina yemu. And found him kwasum bi a wawuro makoche. Something will happen for one day. You will get your freedom. That's the number 50. And guess what? That Jubilee also ya idea and where your money anymore. Your friend Jubilee house. To the extent that God has made this thing to materialize physically, and we have built a building. We have this edifice called the Jubilee House. And the Jubilee House, if our political leaders can utilize what it means very well, it is going to change a lot of things.
Did they change the name?
I don't know. And if they have changed the name, then they have drifted from the course of destiny.
I think it's been changed. Is it not the saying they changed it back to Jubilee House? Okay.
You see?
Because that's the building Kufo put up. The Flagstaff House.
So God is changing a lot of things. 2026 is one of the most pivotal years in Ghana's history. To me, I can boldly say that there hasn't been any year than 2026 we are about to enter.
Because we are amounting to 50?
I'm telling you.
Is this country no more than 50 years? We are 60 something.
Don't worry. We are going to, per the Jubilee years, you find say we 50 no. I understand because over your independence now, in 1957. Right now, next year we are 69 years. 69 years. Go into the books and find out. Your independence 1957 no. O calculate the 50th anniversary about year. 50th anniversary year in 2007. Obi an check it. 2007 from Yebeya Republic basin the year Ben Ghana anya nhyira party 2007. Go into archive, you will be surprised because
as you winning World Cup number.
Good African Cup of Nations.
Okay.
As you host you something like that.
World Cup. Make yes. Side.
Okay. Good. I'm not and then also you also qualified to can 208. Okay. 208 no, 207 no. And yeah 207 no good. Ni nhyira na me echo 2008. So we qualified in 2007. Ghana discovered a lot of oil in 2007. That time President Kufo also, right? So we had a lot of blessing on us because at that time, no, not Ghana, I feel that we celebrating the 50th anniversary. It was on 2007, and we had everything that Ghana ventured into worked.
What has 2007 got on 2026?
2027.
Well,
2026. 2007.
The similarities. Why?
The similarities.
A blessing year.
Okay, so. I really have to run towards that angle. If not, I will digress.
Okay.
So that I will not mix things.
Okay.
Okay. It's our 50th year. Yeah, the year 2007 now. Yeah, the 50th anniversary.
Okay.
And because this calculation, you got 50 woman, a Jubilee year. It's Ghana ni bear was Jubilee, freedom, spirit, and soul. No, that would make them. Ghana ni yetu kotumu for 500 years. Now we can't tell who will be. And I can pinpoint a lot of people who have been jailed, even criminals we convicted, who at the end of the day were given freedom. Even at he got to a point, they gave him freedom, and he said he's an elder in the Pentecost Church at Freedom prison branch. And he said, I won't come out.
The sentence was reduced.
Yeah, it was reduced. And I let Kufo even granted amnesty. I know Castle won't pay. Now, per se, or Tnaho, now we track on for the baneful. Obia, what the boy and celebrity say here, and I'm talking to you on authority. I glad that is coming out. If only she can trigger that 50th Jubilee, she will come out. And will be a mojam. Hey, no, who be a 50th Jubilee blood moon. What can tell them?
So the potency of this calculation in the next year lies on which particular month? Because there are 12 months.
Yes.
2020.
There are 12 months. Now, some months must be a In fact, this one we have a lot of things to say about the years. It doesn't me born back to back. Man, careful. I will miss a lot of things.
Okay.
We are dealing with Bible serious prophecies. So now we have the 50th Jubilee. Will be a mojam. Ghana no. Now our independence was sure. Say see. And that independence, no, yes, ye dini mu nani one man nusuma, the first seed. It was no country that was elected in the African continent that would lead freedom except Ghana, and it was there. And there is no country. The hair means a window. Everyone is seeing. There is no country viewed in Africa like Ghana. This is our destiny.
Not even Nigeria.
Not even Nigeria. They don't even come close. It will give you the Now let's take the number 9 as Ghana's number. Yes. The number 9, it's normal gestation. When you go into human anatomy, or before your funeral, gestation, a bra will back on a day, it is a cassette. The number 9 was so that
waiting period.
Waiting period, which is also the number of birth. Or who will be, or the new things be back, or they will be. They'll be also a record. That is the new number, the number 9. It is the number that bears something. Guess what? It will surprise you. What happened in Ghana in 1959? 1959, something happened. Everyone should check. 1959 is where the Guinea president, your friend, Secretary, on the Kwame Nkrumah Asia making some peaceful agreement, and it was to build one Africa, unity of Africa. It was in this year, 1959. And it will surprise you to know that that number ni pay ni ababenya 15 ni ababenya 9 89 no nanka 9 nanka did the birth of all the African continent as one nation edeba.
That's 59 near to Kwame Nkrumah.
Who say
near to
Kwame Nkrumah year 2 Kwame Nkrumah 1966.
Oh, it was 66.
66 rather. I need to Kwame Nkrumah.
All right.
It is not
57 independent.
57 independent. It's no 12 years and 12 years and exactly. It's no 59 no ana Kwame Nkrumah ni Secretary ekwatena wo Guinea almost the freedom but the whole Africa to unite us because that number no 9 Guinea the birth of something. And at this point Kwame Nkrumah was ready with Secretary to birth one nation of Africa. So what subverted it that it wouldn't come to pass? When we go into
that is the question I want to ask.
So
now.
We are going to look at it because this number was our birthday number. Ghana's birthday number. Now, and I'm American. They all come and talk about it. When we get there, you will know
about yours.
Yes,
talk about yours.
Exactly. When
that is why I was giving
exactly. Good. It no say your my friend a certain number fought Kwame Nkrumah. And Kwame Nkrumah accepted that number and not this number. He knew nothing about this number. Nobody taught him. And we will get there. It is our number we a 9 birth. Then the 50 is freedom. So freedom that is birthing the entire our independence is meaningless unless it is linked up with total liberation of the entire African continent. Kwame Nkrumah said that because he was about to manifest the 9.
So if Kwame Nkrumah did not know about this number, why was he acting according to them?
Yes, he was acting accordingly because he is a Ghanaian. He had the blood and he was the chosen vessel. It was working in him by instinct.
So nature was happening.
Nature was working.
Didn't align.
He just didn't align with nature. Kwame Nkrumah was the perfect and had been the perfect forever, will be the perfect, but something limited him. Everyone has something that limits him.
Show us what limited Nkrumah.
Okay, and only it's no free, sir. 5-9 free one. I feel now eba benya 1 and 4 because 5-9 no ukabo mo 14 1 and 4 1 ni gina homa beginnings something first and then 4 ni gina homa the 4 corners of the world. Have you heard something? I don't know if you have. I have not really confirmed, substantiated that, but I've heard that Ghana has a place which situates the middle of the world. It has been a controversy all over that Ghana,
where the latitude crosses the longitude.
Beautiful. So we have the
that's
4.
The GMT, the Greenwich.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I love the interaction. Yeah. So when you're number 4, all the 4 corners rest on you. You are the epicenter of the universe.
You
and
hold
I'm telling you.
The universe.
I'm telling you. So here, Kwame Nkrumah, everything is playing. The numbers are playing out. I'm not the one saying it. I'm not the printing press. Everything is there.
So Tema is the center of the world and Kintampo is the center of Ghana.
Beautiful. Now, guess what? When we said the word Tema is in the Bible.
Yeah.
T-E-M-E. T-E-M-A. Our Bible. And we are going to look at all these things. Even some of the most sensitive places of our nation, the Lord meandered his way to hide those things, even in the Bible, written them verbatim. Kwame Nkrumah, and God made sure to write the word Akan, A-K-A-N, in the Bible.
That is the
destiny of our nation. The number 5. The number 5. Like I said, on Saturday in 5. Or now you see for me a Gnoma foundation. Gnoma foundation. They be two for your gun and you will shebre number bako. The number 5. Now, sa number 5 no na wunya. And the mammy and Sandy dia kutin wo. Element because on the 5th day God created the birds and God created fishes. Fishes asasena sinom because in subia asasena se. It wow nipano. The number 5 on the 5th day nature will say, who were the highest point of the heavens? You are the highest point of the earth. And you sustain nature like that. It means perfection. That number means completion. A 2 sign number we are. It is the best number you can ever have. And surprisingly, my nation Ghana, our nation Ghana, is reduced to this number 5. Even within which we get the 50, talking about jubilee and freedom, because every jubilee year be an giant kwa and mamuko mufi. As I see biara wa Jeffrey being chance what the waka, what the Nasantis are manifest at the channel. Freedom. And the number 9 is bringing new things. Ghana, we are good in setting records. And if you go into technology, Ghana has set a lot of records, but we just don't know. When you go into the field of academia, in the lives of Buzia, in the likes of a lot of people, they've set records, new birth.
Bringing what recently died, the one that invented the fiber optics, which carries
beautiful,
internet.
Beautiful.
That glass.
Beautiful.
He's Ghanaian.
Beautiful. He one of his kind. So we birth new things. It way a Ghanaian, a dance woman, which make you can do magic to bring out new things. Look at our president. Young call you and Kokasa near close to the internet. Everywhere.
The last John Mahama.
Oh, I love the president. And I wish these things should get to the president. I'm telling you. So this is our number.
Oh, the president watches answers. Who told you?
Beautiful.
You will see.
Beautiful. It's what's our number we are. It talks everything about our destiny. Any number that comes across is here to limit us. Now, call back to the Bible. Now that I've mentioned that this is in Hebrew gematria connected to these things, and it's spelled in the Hebrew like this. With the pictorials, I have told you that this is about a camel, a slave wandering in the wilderness, and all of a sudden, the blessed God brought a leader, and the leader helped us to become the first to gain independence. And now that we've gotten this, let's go back to the Bible and check something that is there.
Hebrews chapter 1, somebody said that everything about the Hebrews is written in Hebrew. It is not true.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
That is not entirely true.
Yes.
Hebrew document, I say.
Yes. Now, maybe say you feed the number 5.
Yeah.
Because I just interpreted it. I have not substantiated the number 5 yet. So we are going to do that. Okay, so Ghana has that number. Now, my member's question to prove the number 5. Let's ask this question. Dear Ben, Anna Ghana, a dance. What treasure can we always boast of?
Gold.
After mommy and Shadi. Gold, see a share gold. Hebrew gold is this. We are done with this 5. We will usually come back to the number 5.
We are still fixating on 5.
Yes, we want to substantiate on the number 5. I will corroborate it a little. Surprise. Thank you so much.
Sorry.
Okay, so we have had the number 5 from 1. Now look at this. Gold, you mentioned gold as the biggest treasure we've ever had. The word gold in Hebrew is Zahav or Zahav. The word near Zahin is the word Zain. Okay, thank you.
You can keep going, yeah.
Okay.
What's your kind of
Zain. Zion.
Gold.
Zayin. Zion. And yet the number is also 7. It's also 7. So let's look at the picture. As a hey, no dear Kaiba pan. It no Anna when your friend big home be. It Hebrew no your friend gold your friend something like Zahav or Zahab thing something like that. Now you're here. Zion is the 7th letter. Aleph Zion no is 7. Now you have 7. Now some people need to channel. And Rick on Rick now only 2 for the food to massage. Yes. Now the meaning no ignore plow a land. Plow. Now surprising is no over dying now the next picture is also a picture almost say a weapon.
Then you come to the hay. We have always seen the hay as the window, like you are seeing something. So to behold, I am as a trade, the behold or see, freedom, get your freedom, like you are gotten something. So it means to behold. Now, who we are not about bait, no, it also means the second alphabet. The number here, 2, aleph bait. What they can we want? I have no. What they can we want? Then this one, the picture, no, a house. If you so be as if you. It you know, oh yeah, you've read baby Bethlehem. And you be no Bayit Lehem. House of bread. It bait no, and it is have me now Bethel. And it's our way we are. And you be no bait. Bethlehem you be now. Now you have some picture where you were weapon. You were that thing we used to plow. And yes, also behold, and yes, also building. You have throw number 5 non to honey and or read that number where you amount the number 7. This alphabet. It's also 7. Wait also 5. Okay. Now we're not also 2. Yen come
2 plus 5, which is 7 plus 7, 14.
7 plus 7 is 14. 1 plus 4.
5.
Which is this?
So the gold is in the 5.
The gold is also embedded in the 5. Our destiny number has given us gold, which calculates to exactly the same number. And so you cannot separate gold from Ghana. And you cannot separate Ghana from gold. That is who we are. The number for gold is the number for our nation. Ghana and gold, we are like about
5 and 6.
5 and 6. Gold is our own. Now, another thing about the gold. Now, I am releasing this also. This one will be a biblical kind of prophecy. Now, look at it. Claw. Claw, let's say, ufuntum asase. Asase no funtum ubehun. Ubehun ne. What is gold? Gold means to plow the land so that you will see that which will make you build a house. That means you are going to get money out of it. So plow the land, you will see that which will make you build a house. Or you will see that which is equivalent to the worth of a house. Now, this is giving us a nugget of what gold is about. Gold, in the eyes of God, in the eyes of the maker, gold was not to be taken out of the land by means of mining. Originally, the destiny of gold is simple. We don't dig, we plow to get gold.
I was saying you fact that you're rare assassin.
And you're plowing and you didn't have
I don't know how.
More
Abraham na best
more it no na gold na go pon man gold no say gold no kanya dey see o man biara o tu asasim e ko deep agi gold no oni nyame go bika. I'm telling you, gold no a travel. Gold has a soul. It travels to the land for you to pick. Gold is not supposed to be. In fact, he said extraction of gold. We are not supposed to extract. According to what I saw in the spirit, by virtue of this thing, gold is not to be extracted. Gold is to be farmed. We farm gold, we don't extract.
Assassin any.
It will may be able to assassin ko deep. Eko jisika kokon. Sa mine no. Oni unim. The only thing that will be here to dig deep into the land to get gold is when we get a weapon. It no Ghana no afe no ye shebre no o madan na to the sense afe no first na na nketini plow ye di rake e funtum asase no na ye nya gold no afe ye jai sa na no ne ye sesei ene say ye de akode ene niema emu odu ana ye tu gold no afre asase no so. And the moment you take weapon, anything sophisticated to dig in depth the ground to get gold, the weapon will always end in blood. But you freed the world of the plowing for the gold. We have entered into the weaponry of the gold. And we will continue killing ourselves. Gold is something so precious that if you are not careful, it will end in your death. Obi biara otu gold bi na dey amikan gold kuni papa. Eye moja. Etimpanifo baby say sika eye moja. Na say gold na amfa ne ho amama wa amfa. Na why you say ubetu fmo ko tu gold a ube exchange with blood. Or mind better or into the digging of gold always periodically would have to sacrifice lives for it. Because when you look at the Hebrew construct, gold was to be plowed for, not to be mined, not to be extracted from the land. And our nation, we've gotten to a point that we are no more plowing for gold because there is no gold on the floor again. We need to dig. And in digging, we are now turning ourselves into weapon. Look at the way we are destroying the land. Until you fight nature, that is the weapon. So when gold leaves the realm of being plowed, you need to fight nature to get it. And Ghana, we have left the realm of plowing. We have gotten the realm of fighting nature to get gold. Destroying a whole lot of things, all because we want to get gold.
Including the river bodies.
Including the river bodies.
Plenty.
It no yababa be mu say san number 5 no susura so than who di e was zahava the Hebrew word for good.
Yeah, the particular episode where in conclusion.
In conclusion, it yababa mu say ye man Ghana no. Ye hwe ye nchi a ye nya ye nim say ye Israel ye free baabi Israel man ni mo pa no a. Ye de yamama ne ye kasa African traditional religion na ye nyina bebre ye ne bebra ye wa African religion ni mo no e Jew for amamre. Just that ene be na asan asakakra because ye free chichi ne ye ba o ba na ne ma be san okwan so. Etu ye hwe ye kasa na ye di free tetimu de ne ye de ba no a ye Ghana no I say Nyankopon ye so brilliant say wa make sure say e call ye koba ye no wa sa man yin din a e be reflect our history. So those who ever chose the name Ghana didn't do anything evil to us. They were able to get it accurate because it has reflected our history, our past, and our wealth. And what we are ending today is that the destiny number of Ghana is the number 5, which happens to be the number of gold. And we have understood that gold is not supposed by virtue of originality and nature. It was to be plowed and farmed and not to be extracted where we go into mining to get it out. Because when you do that, you need a weapon. That is why we are dying. And with this gold way of digging gold like that, you be watching.
Enti na brofune baba to gold said the dampo anu omode to Gold Coast.
The next thing to go to.
Na adekuru nte Nyankopon de che na ededi say yenk ye na mayensa na ye ni yesasa kura de boyiti ene ade ye fa nye he obade na de ache kwa.
Beautiful.
But enkechi according to Nana Kwaku Duah 2026 holds a lot of goodness for me no me no nyina. But we're going to do a part 2 of this taping. As you can tell, number na kutia Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ntia went to me for na dwuma ensi Ghana for eye Canada omni abrofu tune ye digi ye nimgo asebe sin ye nyanka ho asem. So we're going to open that chapter in the next episode. Therefore me o chame kofi. I mean show amen prayer. Amen fa